heart of the forest, where tall trees whispered ancient songs and birds painted the sky with color, lived a strong and gentle deer named Ruhan. He was known for his tall antlers and wise eyes. But more than that, Ruhan was a loving father to a young fawn named Chiku, who had just learned to walk on his wobbly legs. One morning, dark clouds gathered above the forest. The wind howled like wolves, and birds flew low, warning of a terrible storm. "Chiku, stay close," Ruhan said, nuzzling his little one gently. "We must find shelter." The trees shook as thunder roared. Rain poured down like the sky was crying. Ruhan and Chiku ran through the forest, their hoofs splashing in the growing puddles. Cold wind slapped their faces, and lightning lit up the darkened sky. "Papa, I'm scared," Chiku cried, his small body trembling. "I'm here, my son. I won't let anything happen to you," Ruhan said firmly, though his own heart thudded with fear. They reached a cave by the edge of a hill. It wasn't very big, but it was dry and safe from the storm. Ruhan nudged Chiku inside and curled his body around him to keep him warm. Hours passed. The storm raged on. Trees cracked, and rivers flooded. Ruhan's stomach growled, but there was no food. Chiku whimpered in his sleep, hungry and cold. Ruhan licked his forehead gently. The next morning, the rain slowed, but thick clouds still covered the sky. The forest was silent and broken. Fallen branches blocked paths, and the grass was soaked. All the berries and leaves had been blown away. The stream nearby was muddy and too fast to drink from. "Papa, I'm thirsty," Chiku whispered weakly. "I know, my dear. I'll find you something," Ruhan said, though worry filled his chest like stones. He looked at his son's tired eyes and skinny legs. He couldn't let him suffer. Leaving Chiku safely in the cave, Ruhan stepped into the wet world. Every step was hard. The mud pulled at his hooves, and his legs ached, but he kept going. He sniffed the air, searched the trees, and followed the sound of birds. After a long walk, Ruhan found a tiny patch of green near a fallen tree. A few sweet berries clung to a branch, trembling in the wind. Carefully, Ruhan bit them off and carried them in his mouth. He also found a leaf cupping clean rainwater and drank a little before filling his mouth again for Chiku. Back in the cave, Chiku was lying still. His eyes opened slowly when he heard Ruhan return. "Look what I found," Ruhan said softly and placed the berries near his son. "Eat slowly, little one." Chiku chewed the berries, his tail wagging weakly. Ruhan let him drink the water from his mouth. Then he laid beside him again, wrapping his body like a warm blanket. Day after day, Ruhan searched for food and water, never eating enough for himself. His body grew thinner, but his eyes never lost their fire. All he cared about was keeping Chiku alive and safe. One morning, the sun broke through the clouds. Golden light touched the forest floor, and new green leaves peeked from branches. Birds began to sing again. The worst had passed. Animals slowly returned to the forest paths. Streams calmed, and the air smelled sweet again. Ruhan found a meadow, full of fresh grass, and brought Chiku there. The little fawn, stronger now, took careful steps beside his father. "You see, my son," Ruhan said, watching the sunrise. "Storms come and go, but love stays." Chiku looked up at his father with wide, grateful eyes. "You're my hero, Papa." Ruhan smiled, tired but proud. "And you are my heart, Chiku." Together, they walked into the morning light, side by side, father and son, survivors of the storm, held together by the unbreakable bond of love.